Buffalo Wild Wings chilling with the boys, and then all of a sudden Tua fucking died. Tua died. I look up and I'm like, oh, why are his fingers like, I don't know, fucking crossed like this, I used to pull my finger back.
The biggest takeaway from this game was the fact that Amazon was like, watch this clip of Tua dying.
Over and over.
I swear they played that shit like fucking how many times? They played that shit at least 20 times.
Yeah, and then there are a few NFL Hall of Famers that were like, stop playing this. Why are you showing this video of this poor man dying who, I don't know, got hit last week and tried to get up, stumbled and fell on his face, and his teammates were like, whoa, bro, sit down. We'll help you off the field, whatever you need, but we kind of need you. You can't be out here seeing stars, and then you let him get hit. One of our friends thought it was a dirty hit. I don't think this was really a dirty hit. It's like...
No, it wasn't a dirty hit.
No.
I think it was like the fact that he whiplashed from head to toe in like a second. The fact that he went from standing up to being on the ground and landing on his head was the fact that he got fucking rocked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He took it as like a dirty hit. I don't think it was a clean hit. I mean, they would have called a penalty otherwise. But otherwise, the game itself, I mean... Bengals are back.
Yeah.
2-2?
Bengals are back. And the thing is, I was like, whoa, Joe Burrow got surgery on his appendix. He didn't play in preseason. He didn't practice in training camp. You saw him doing back and forth in a golf cart. Was he running with his teammates? No, but he was like, you know what? I want to do the drills with my teammates. I can't run physically, and I'm going to drive back and forth on a golf cart. What person is going to be like, yeah, I can't physically run, but I'm going to go get hit by a 300-pound man in a few weeks? What? No, normal people don't do that. But Joe Burrow took him a few weeks to get going. And then the offensive line, all new players. You still have some guys there from old times. But when you have an entire new offensive line, you're learning a new language. And then the quarterback has to communicate with them. And you also... kind of have to get a feel for the quarterback. And Joe Burrow is a hard guy to get a feel for because he has a little bit of Brett Favre in him where he's going to take the hit. He's going to hold on to the ball for a little too long. He's going to scramble, run around. The offensive line has to get used to his tendencies, his movements, where he rolls out to in pressure, how the pocket breaks down. It's a relationship. You got to work that stuff out. No one works it out in a week. But here again, Joe Burrow did not get sacked in that game. After being the most hit quarterback through the first 3 weeks, tied with Carson Wentz. And then also, holy fucking shit, their defense is awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the Dolphins, part of it played into the fact that they saw their fucking quarterback die.
Yeah.
I think that plays a part. I mean, I know Jalen Waddle was shaken up about it, but the fact that their offense, like the Bengals defense just shut down that offense that put up 42 against the Ravens, did what they wanted to for the most part against the Bills. I mean, it was a good game on that side. I think the fact that they were able to shut them down, I'm like, I never had any issues with the Bengals defense this year. If anything was wrong with the Bengals this year, it was their offense. Yeah. But you have so many dudes that it's like, you and I both believe, like, there's no way that they're not going to run it back. There's a better chance of the Bengals running it back than the Rams, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But,
ooh, spicy.
Yeah, this game, Bengals are back. Dolphins, pray for Tua. Poor Tua. I mean, good God. His NFL career so far has been somewhat of a tragedy. I mean, drafted right before Herbert. His head coach didn't want him. They wanted Herbert, but the GM's like, nope, we got to take Tua. And then has this whole like, do we start him? Do we not? Do we start Fitzpatrick? Starts Fitzpatrick, benches him as he's getting hot for Tua. Tua struggles, and they start Fitzpatrick again. And then last year, they start 1-7. They're trying to go after Deshaun Watson while he's going through all this shit. And then now, this whole thing. So
yeah, Tua's had a rough shake. It's always felt like him and the Miami Dolphins haven't been on the same page. Honestly, both of these teams need a fresh start. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm like, hey, Tua, look, we fucking ruined your life, probably, because
could have killed you.
If you're not supposed to look at light for a week when you have a concussion. I had 2 concussions playing basketball, and that's like a much less contact sport than football, obviously. But doctor was like, yeah, I don't want you looking at light or screens for a few days, let alone he didn't get a full week of practice. It's a Sunday to Thursday turnaround. for a head injury? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Was the doctor apparently? Oh, yeah, it was a private source outside of the team. What? Why is your team doctor evaluating him? Were you looking for a fucking cartoon bird spinning around his head? Because if that's the case, that's not going to work. You're ruining someone's life. Tua legitimately could have been paralyzed for life. Legitimately.
Yeah. I was worried for his safety. And I mean, I'm happy that he's recovering. I mean, he's not going to play in week 5, which obviously, like that report came out and it was like fucking shockwaves. I'm like, obviously he's not going to play. Are you kidding me? Do you see the backlash they got from that?
Yeah.
And the fact that he fucking scrambled his brains, went to the hospital on a stretcher, and just got released from the hospital.
Oh, did you mention he couldn't move his arms or fingers?
Yeah, exactly. So like
stuck. Like
he'll miss a few games. He might miss the season. We don't know.
If I'm him, apparently with his lawyers, he's going to be set for life. So if I'm Miami, you're probably going to have to look for a new quarterback because it's not going to fly. If I'm Tua, I'm not playing for that organization again. Are you kidding me? You almost killed me.
Yeah.
So to have a really perfect, smooth transition